Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, so did we stream on, I can't remember if we streamed on Friday or whenever it is I stream, like later in the week. Can't remember if I did or not. I'm losing track of time, to be completely honest. But yeah, I have a stream today. I'm actually streaming much earlier than I usually would. So usually I start streaming at like around 7 to 7:30 my time. It's actually like around 5:30 my time. Because I woke up, couldn't get back to bed, and I thought, you know what, I'll just stream now, get it over and done with. And also, it's because I think it's easier for England people, because usually when I'm streaming, I think it's like a bit too late for them. But anyway, we'll take this off. There we go. So you can tell it's nighttime. You can tell just looking there that it's dark outside. So it's still dark in the morning. But welcome everyone on the stream. Hello, Ovid. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Hello, David. Hello, Xavier. Hello, Juan. Hello, Chris. All of you joining the chat. Hopefully you're all having a good day. Yes, it's 8:38 in England. Around this time, if I normally started streaming, it'd be around 10. So people would be, you know, possibly in bed, or at least at a stage where they wouldn't want to watch a stream, you know. But welcome everyone that's joining the chat. Hopefully you've had a good couple of days since I've last talked to most of you, or if this is your first time joining the stream, then welcome. But we'll get into like the general rules of the stream. So the first one, just be nice and civil in the chat. Don't try and start World War III in the chat. Just try and be nice and calm with each other. Hello everyone that's still joining the chat. Hello Lauren, sorry, Theron, hopefully I pronounced that right. Tyler, James, Jeremy, Matthew, Darth, all of him. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, just try and keep the chat nice and civil. And yeah, we'll have a good time. In regards to no spamming of like emojis and stuff like that. Or my name. Like, I can't even write my name once, but if you see on the chat, you can see it pops up like orange when you type in my name. So if you spam that, it's a bit annoying. So just try not to spam that. And yeah, so if you want to help support the channel, you can either donate through Streamlabs, which is like the preferred donation option, or you can send us a super chat through YouTube, which is what Baz just did then. We'll get to Baz's message there in a second. I'm sorry if I clear my throat. As I said, I just woke up, so I might be clearing my throat because it's winter. But yeah, so you can donate through Streamlabs by clicking that link, and that's like the preferred option, or you can donate through Super Chat, which is by clicking blah, 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 this little dollar emblem down here. You guys send a Super Chat, you drag it up, and then you just type a message, whatever you want. And I think that's about it. And then all my social media is in the description as well if you want to go check that out. I think that's all I have to say in regards to that. But yeah, welcome everyone else that's coming in the chat. Yeah, parody whales threatening World War III in the chat. But we'll get to Baz's super chat. So thank you very much for that, Baz. Very much appreciated. Hey, Pagey, long time no see. Greets from the Netherlands. Hello from Australia, Baz. From, 20 to 6 in the morning now. Hopefully you're having a good day. And thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it quite a lot. Hello from Bosnia, from Ermin. Hello from Australia, Ermin. Superman game, did that get announced or what? Because... yeah, Super Chat isn't even available in my country. Yeah, it's weird. So that's why like Streamlabs is like the better one, because I think it's available everywhere. Like anyone can donate through Streamlabs, whilst Super Chat's a bit weird. And also Google takes like 40% of the Super Chat money, I think, as well. So if you want to actually support me more, I think through Streamlabs is a smarter option. I think I'm not too sure that the specificities, if that's, or the specifications of it. Sorry it's early, so sorry if I get like tongue-tied. Thoughts on John stepping down to write the Green Lantern Corps? Well, I didn't mind him being in that, like, that head of DC Entertainment, but I didn't think it was the right place for him to be. I was like, he shouldn't be in that role. But I did have an issue with him, what do you call it, being in that position. The stream site's called Streamlabs. It's linked at the top of the description. It's like streamlabs.com/pagey. So if you click that, it should take you there, I'm pretty sure. But I think he should just been like a writer, or like a consultant. He shouldn't have been in this position where they were trying to make him this new Kevin Feige that Marvel has, because Kevin Feige wasn't just like a comic aficionado and knew a lot of stuff. He was a movie producer. Like, he'd been producing movies for over 10 years, I think, roughly, before he even got involved with the MCU. So he had experience like dealing with movies and setting things up and being behind the scenes, while Johns was just comic book writer and then did some stuff with TV shows as well. Obviously, maybe the Green Lantern stuff as well before, but, you know, he wasn't that involved. What are you most excited for in season 5 of The Flash? I don't know. It's hard. I usually get excited for seeing certain things when like we get to Comic-Con, they start revealing certain things that we could be seeing. That's usually when I start getting excited about specific things. I'm just excited for season 5 in general and to see it come. That's basically what I'm looking forward to the most. Yeah, someone pointed out the boxes. I've mentioned it in a couple of streams before. I've literally got nowhere else to put them. They're just there. Like usually, like even like a month ago, they wouldn't have been there, but I had to move them here to put stuff in. But now there's nowhere else to put them, so they're there for now. Monquar Edwards with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much for that, Monquar. What if DeVoe become Brainy for the first episode? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Monquar. You might just let me know in the chat what exactly you mean by that. I'm just a bit confused by it. I don't know if it's because I'm woken up early or something, but I just need some clarification on what exactly you mean there. I'm just a bit confused, to be completely honest. How am I? That's from Cynthia. I'm fairly good, Cynthia. Just, what do you call it? Bit tired. But not tired enough to sleep. That's why I'm streaming right now. But I'm good, for the most part. Josh King with the $5. Thank you very much for that, Josh. Do you think instead of Dawn and Dawn from the comics, they're going to do Nora and Noah Allen as speedsters in season 5 of The Flash? Maybe where does the name Noah come from? You know, like Nora came from, you know, Barry's mom, but where's Noah? It just, I know like the Dawn and Dawn is similar, but I don't think they'll do Noah because if they're going to change the name to Nora to be like, you know, as a dedication to Barry's mom, where are they going to pull Noah out from? So if anything, it might be like Nora and Henry, or Nora and something else, some other dedication. I just think it's going to be Nora. But we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, we'll have to wait and see. I just don't think they'll do twins for the most part. They might mention a twin. I just don't know if they'll introduce the twin and like have him show up and go, hello, I'm here. I think they might avoid that, to be completely honest. I'm just looking for Monquar's little other thing. Brainy Act. What if Devoted became Brainy Act for first episode? I'm still a bit confused. I don't, do you mean like from Supergirl? Because I'm not too sure what you mean, Monquar, to be completely honest. Who's the villain of season 5? Well, we know Cicada's going to be there. I just don't. So someone had to go at me in the chat, in one of my comment sections the other day, saying like, Pagey, how do you know he's not going to be the full season villain? Like, how do you know this? And I'm like, well, it's just common sense. Look at it. Like, is he really going to be a villain that's going to last the whole season? You know what I mean? Like, with DeVoe, they said he was going to be the villain, but they revealed that. And we knew just from previous things set up in season 3 that DeVoe was going to be the villain for the whole season. So even if you had, like, doubts, you knew he was going to be the villain for the whole season because they confirmed it. But with Cicada, there's just things that are just like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, that's not going to be a full season villain. Oh, so you mean AI DeVoe? Okay, okay, yeah. Do I think he'll return as like an AI DeVoe? No, that's the thing I was annoyed at. With at the end of season 4, I was like, why tease it if you're not going to do it? So he could come back because Marlies has that little thing there. So if he could come back in that way, but the thing is, I sort of think I just did that quickly to tease it. And just because I had no time. Because that was one thing I thought they were going to do. And I mentioned it in videos throughout the whole season. I was like, well, they've done certain things that have pointed at different DeVoes, at like different interpretations of DeVoe throughout the comics. But the one that they hadn't even really teased at for the most part, apart from having that Kilgore power. But, you know, without actually seeing him do anything with that, was the AI Devo, which was like the I can't remember anyway, like the AI Devo. So when that showed up in the finale, I was like, oh, they're going to do it, but they never did it. So that was a bit disappointing, but I don't think we'll see that again. I think we're done with Devo, basically, and I think we're done with Marlies. I'd be very surprised if we saw Marlies come back in any way, shape, or form. Just give me 2 seconds. Cobber Blue should be the villain after Cicada, and another YouTuber said that, and I agree. Do you? Well, I think I've been saying that for a while. I think I was definitely the first one to say that, because I've been wanting Cobber Blue on this show for ages. And as soon as I saw Cicada, I was like, well, there'll be Cobber Blue after Cicada if they make it half a season villain. So I've been saying that for a while. Why do you do the Aliyah intro? Just wondering. Oh, it's a bit of fun. Just a bit of a meme. Just you know, just a bit of fun. I have finals this week and I'm rewatching The Flash. I'm a great student. Well, I'm a great student. Sorry. Well, whatever helps, I guess. Kid Flash is leaving for real. Yeah, but they would still have Kenan Lonsdale on a contract to appear on guest roles. I think the issue is that I don't think they'd have control on that, so they can't say you have to be back for this episode and you don't have to come back. Yeah. G-Star, don't spam the name, please. It's just one of the rules. Otherwise, you're either gonna get your message deleted, like you just did from Sue, or you might be muted or just kicked from the stream. Just don't spam. Just keeps it nice and clean. What if Supergirl gets the Power Girl suit in season 4? I don't think they're ever going to do the Power Girl suit on the show, just because it's not suitable. They definitely won't. What was I going to say? I was going to bring something up. Oh yeah, if anyone wants to talk about anything with Comic-Con, because we're in that, like, what, 5-week period from Comic-Con coming up, so you're going to get a lot of stuff coming out. Obviously, trailers are meant to be coming out soon. So, and like, we could get trailers before Comic-Con. Like, we could get a trailer in the next couple of days, and they'll show like another trailer at Comic-Con, or it's like a behind the scenes or something like that. So, there is more stuff that we could see coming up there. How do I feel about Amanda Waller's death? Well, I don't really care for the character in the Arrowverse, to be completely honest. I thought she was just, yeah, I didn't really care for it, to be completely honest. I didn't really care that much when she died. Will we see Patty again? I highly doubt that. It's weird that there is no. Obviously, it's because the actress is on another show. But yeah, I'd be very surprised if we saw her come back in the near future, at least. Well, she's got that other, because is it Shooter? It's like a recreation of a movie into a TV show. I think it's Shooter that she's in. So I really can't see that happening while that show's still on, at least. The 2021 Metahuman Act from Legends of Tomorrow flashes around until 2024. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. It's with all the shows, the timeline can get a bit confusing with that. I just usually focus with Flash's timeline, then Legends of Tomorrow has its own timeline as well. What will the crossover be about? Something to do with Gotham, and very Arrow focused, or Arrow-esque in its handling. I think that's what's been said about it. If Barry was to die when the satellite or crashes, I'm guessing that was meant to say, how is Nora West Allen a thing? Nora Allen is, well, that's the thing. That's why I don't think the satellite thing was the mistake. And that, I think it's just common sense when you add things up. Like, well, if that satellite thing was meant to happen and Barry was meant to die, then how is Nora Allen a thing? So you just got to add some things together, and then you realize they don't make sense. So it's obvious that her mistake is those other points that she came back at throughout the season those were her mistakes, which ended up changing the timeline, which resulted in that satellite coming down. And Nora was like, well, I got to stop this. This is not meant to happen. And that's how she got involved. But that wasn't her mistake, saving the satellite. The mistake was the other moments throughout the season, those other four bits. And obviously maybe something else that we didn't know about. Do you think the dead Avengers are in the Soul Stone? Maybe. Maybe, or it could just be like legit just time travel that they solve things out in Avengers 4. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with it, because it could be really messy, or because I don't think it's going to be perfect, because I think there's always going to be some sort of continuity issue there. But I guess it just matters how they handle it. Because like it doesn't take a genius to realize that Black Panther is not dead, Spider-Man isn't dead. Like some people that we saw crumble could stay dead, but the majority of them will come back, and then it might be like Iron Man or Captain America or both that die in Avengers 4. But yeah. If Iris wasn't there, who do you think will be Barry's love interest? Well, I guess it just matters who's there, to be completely honest. I don't know, it just matters who was there, I guess. Can Barry Allen travel faster than the speed of light? Barry Allen travels as fast as they need him to on the show. Yeah. It's really hard to like even get down to how fast Barry is or how fast he could travel, because they just seem to make it like, what do you call it, relevant to what the show needs. Do you think Godspeed could be a side villain like Vigilante and Late Main? Well, you can't be a Late Main. You can't have Godspeed as a main villain. That's the issue. Unless they change his character up. So, and like, because the thing is, you could do the thing where he's like in the comics, he's working with Barry in the whole CSI thing, and then he has speed, so he's just doing that thing. Then it gets revealed he's Godspeed. But can you stretch that out for a whole season? I don't think so. So, if anything, it'd have to be like the villain for the first half. And then maybe at the end he like teams up with Barry. Were you happy with the mystery girl being Nora Allen? Well, I wasn't surprised that it was Barry and Iris' daughter. I think that was the top pick. I think every single one on planet Earth was just saying, okay, it's going to be Barry and Iris' daughter. Just let me look at that. I was surprised they named her Nora Allen. But then again, when you think about it, Barry was saying Nora shouldn't be here. So is it really that surprising? Yeah, I'm just surprised they changed it from the comics, but I guess Dawn was set up in the comics before they had, done the whole thing where Barry's, what do you call it, mother had died. So that makes sense that he would dedicate his daughter's name to him, to his mother. So that makes sense, I guess. Sam's super chat. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that, Sam. Jobot.exe has stopped working. I'm trying to figure out a good program that allows you to edit video without watermarks and for free. Hit me up because I got some intro ideas for channel crossover date. I have no idea about the crossover date in regards to that. We literally organise that like in the week leading up to it, so no idea when that's happening. I know. I think I'm hosting it, but it just matters when people are free. I don't know about it. I guess it matters what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? My brain has stopped working. Matters what system you're on in regards to a program that lets you edit. Because on Mac, you could just download Final Cut Pro for free, like the trial, and let you work on that. And it doesn't watermark either. Oh, my finger. But thank you very much for that, Sam. Very much appreciated. What do you think happens in Season 6 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Honestly, I have no idea, because they basically ended that show where that could have been the series finale, so I'm interested to see where they take it, but we're not getting it for like a year or something. Like, I think the next season would have premiered like last week or something, roughly? Maybe? I'm not too sure. Well, there is a rumor next season. Now, I don't know if this is true. This is coming from the same person that confirmed something else. I can't remember what it was. Now, don't take this with a grain of salt as well. But apparently, Grant Gustin's contract next season is something to do with like. As I said, take this with a grain of salt, because I honestly don't believe it. I heard this rumor. Now, this could be fake, just someone talking crap. But apparently, there's something to do with Grant could be playing 2 roles next season, similar to his Savitar thing, which is making people think that Savitar is coming back. But it could be something to do with where it's an evil twin or something. I don't think they're going to do that. This sounds fake. This rumor that's going around. And I don't believe it that much either. Believe it really. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know why it's lagging. It must be because I'm on green. Like, once again, I think I can do this thing where like I reflect it on my phone. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. This is like terrible. And down here, there's like a green. You can still sort of see it's green. It's been green the whole time. It hasn't dropped, and I'm still like buffering. So I'm guessing it's YouTube. It must be YouTube because that's been green the whole time. It hasn't dropped at all. If anything, it's going up and then going back to normal. Anyway, it's annoying. I know why YouTube's always stuffing up. I don't know. As I said, I don't think that anything of that... I can't talk. I don't think that is true for the most part. Just because I don't see how it could be revealed this early. Because usually when information like this comes out, it's like maybe a couple of episodes into the season, or maybe just before the season starts shooting. So, I don't know. I don't think that's the case, the whole thing. But if it happens, I guess you might have heard it here first, because I just saw this rumor and I was like, it's coming from a guy that's got a rumor correct in the past, but the rumor wasn't hard to predict. I think the rumor was, what was it? It was something to do with, I think it was Iris in season 3 and like how her story played out. But that could have been a guess because it wasn't like the hardest thing to guess. But yeah. Oh, the thing of the contract is like apparently it's something to do with like Grant playing 2 characters. For like more than 1 episode. Like if it was one episode it'd be the same. But like apparently it's something to do with him playing multiple characters in the 1 season. Which means I don't think you'd have to get anything changed too much, but I don't know. That's why I'm saying like the rumor's a bit weird, because I've never really heard anything like that, because that was never really brought up with the whole Savitar thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That rumor saying is fake as hell, but it's coming from the same person that was talking. That said, but this, as I said, they didn't say anything about season 4. Their rumor was all the way back in season 3. And like I had a look at their account, because it was linked to me through Twitter, but it was a Reddit post, and I don't even think it was posted to like the proper Flash Reddit. It was posted to like another Reddit. And I looked through their Reddit account and they post like the most random crap I've ever seen. Like it was weird as hell. Like, and then they just randomly post a Flash theory or like some Flash rumor. Yeah, it was weird. But I wouldn't believe that rumor. I just thought I'd bring it up and have a chat about it and what you guys thought. Who do you think Jay was training if it wasn't Nora Allen? Well, I never thought it was that mystery girl. I didn't think for a second, because it didn't make sense to me. If he's training this new speedster, like, wouldn't he know that she's over on Earth 1 all the time, messing about? So I think I even mentioned that in my video all the way back then. It just didn't make sense to me that it'd be the mystery girl. I think they should do, I think it's, well, he said it was a female speedster over on, his Earth, so there's a couple of options as to what they could do there. It's gonna be, I think they won't make their mind up on that until they get around to the point where they'll involve her. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they do there and how involved she is as well. But I'm guessing we'll get an episode next season where it's gonna be, maybe Jay will ask Barry to come over and help him train her or something like that, and that's gonna be our introduction to her. Is Black Flash gonna be in the 100th episode? I don't know. I don't have no idea. I don't write the show. But you'd think he would. It just matters when the 100th episode is, you know, because if the 100th episode is during the crossover, then we're screwed, like, because it's just going to be a crossover episode. Like Arrow had the advantage where it was able to like mix it and do something pretty cool with it. Like take the premise of the crossover and the things that were presented in that, and provide something really cool. But yeah. What's the time? And guys, I'm actually gonna end the stream in like 5 to 10 minutes because it just seems that like there's nothing much going on, to be completely honest. I think it might have been a bad time to stream, so I might probably make sure not to stream at this time again. It doesn't seem like it's the best time to stream. I was just sort of testing it out because I woke up early, so I was like, oh well, I'll give it a go. But yeah, I'll probably end the stream in like 5 to 10 minutes. Just doesn't seem to be much going on. Do you think that Barry's daughter is faster than Barry? From that last scene, it seems like it could be, but it's hard to tell because you don't know. Like, it's hard, It's sometimes hard to tell like what's going on there. Now that Star Wars is done with Luke and his schedule is more open, do you think Mark Hamill will be available to return to his annual spot on The Flash, or do you think they're just done with him? I hope so. Like, I hope we get to see that Trickster back. Whether it is that Earth 3 version, or whether it's just, what do you call it? The one that we usually deal with. It'd be interesting. I'd like to see him back there. Because I think like the reason he couldn't, I think last season was because he was doing the press for Star Wars. He was doing the press for it when they were filming that episode, so he couldn't do it. But yeah, and then obviously the previous season he could only pop in for a day, so hopefully get him back at some point. That'd be pretty cool. Monquai with the $2. Star Labs versus Mercy Labs. Do you mean Mercury Labs? I think you might mean Mercury. If that's the case, then it's easily Star Labs, even though Mercury Labs is actually probably producing some sort of revenue. Brianna with the $2. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, Brianna. Will Harry ever get his intelligence back? Maybe, but I think we're done with Harry for the most part. Yeah, I can't really see us seeing Harry too much in the future. And if we do, it'll just be that Harry. But he might be a bit smarter. But yeah, we're meant to be getting a new Wells next season, so that's probably who we're going to be dealing with for at least the majority of the season, you would think. Sam, since nothing is happening, can we see Cal quick? It's Cal's asleep. It's 6 o'clock. He'd be in his crate, and I don't like taking him out of his crate until it's around 7, just because I'm trying to keep him in the crate until a certain time, so he's used to being in the crate from this time to that time. So yeah, I can't get him at this point. If it was a later stream, I'd be able to go get him, but not this early. But guys, I'm just gonna end the stream now, just because yeah, it's just a bit of a dead time, to be completely honest. But yeah, like I'll probably stream. I'll try and figure out a proper time to stream because yeah, it just seems like it's a bit dead at the moment. But thanks to everyone that did tune in. You don't know until you test stuff out. But thanks for watching, and I won't have a video out today because I was planning on streaming, but obviously it didn't go that well. So I have a video out tomorrow most likely. So look out for it then, and I'll catch you guys later, and goodbye.